Back in 2016, Meghan Markle had a very clear message about luxury candles. She said, "There are no $100 candles on my site. That's so obnoxious." Her site being the TIG back then. Okay. Well, think about that statement and where we are now with these ridiculously expensive candles. What are they, like $64 a candle for a teeny tiny candle? She's selling bundles where you don't actually save anything. You might get some free matches. You might get wicks in your candle. Even that's not for sure. But that runs you about $256 for a set. Would you say that that was obnoxious? I would. Today, we're going to deep dive into this pattern. We're going to take a look at what she's posted most recently on her social media. I'm going to show you the backlash, and I want to show you the pattern that just keeps repeating. Meghan's words and her actions never meet. Never. Constant hypocrisy, constant saying one thing, doing the other. She's preaching privacy while showing her kids. She's warning about AI while using AI to sell her clothing. She's championing the anti-bull stuff while being accused of the bull stuff. We're going to get into all that and so much more. I feel like we need to lay it all out and talk about it. But welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. We're diving into this. We're going to take a look at the comments because they are fantastic about this that's just come out where Meghan allegedly had said that expensive candles are obnoxious. And we're going to talk about some of her obnoxious behavior. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. And I sincerely appreciate that. And I sincerely appreciate all of you. Sincerely. That's a lot of sincerelys, but I mean that. A huge thank you to your response to yesterday's video. I had Chef Matt on. If you missed it, go watch it. You guys said it was fantastic and he loved it and you would really like his scone recipe. Well, good news. He's working on that. I'm getting it sent over hopefully today. And as soon as I do, I will get that posted for you all. He's fantastic. Definitely go back and watch that. And thank you to everybody who left such kind, wonderful words. He appreciates that and I appreciate that. All right, let's take a look at what's happening now, starting with her social media post. Have you seen this? This is posted on her as ever. And again, pushing hard these products that seem to be racing toward their expiration date. But she's calling it hosting notes. I'm sorry. Does anyone actually want to take any kind of hosting notes from Meghan Markle? I mean, her height of sophistication was moving pretzels from one bag to another, to sending guests to their rooms. That was the whole theme of it. If you don't know what I'm talking about on that With Love Meghan, that was the whole thing. Everything that she would talk about for hosting involved getting your guests to go away. Although I'm guessing if you're, for some reason, a guest that you probably want to get away. So maybe that's not a bad thing, but it's so weird to, again, brand yourself this host and pride yourself on this and then do just such a terrible job with the hosting things, you know, that she's presenting out there. But she said, light candles before guests arrive, so the room already feels warm when everyone walks through the door. Place them at different heights and keep the scent subtle so it blends naturally into the room. Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, this is the balloon arch. The balloon arch is what I like to call the Meghanisms, where she takes an idea that's already there, something we don't need tips on, that we all know how to do, and she's making it her thing. Is that a hosting tip or is that just common sense? You don't want to be running around lighting candles last minute while your guest is there. Okay. Great. Hey, have you guys ever heard the trick that if you want your home to smell nice, put some cookie dough in the oven? Of course, we've all heard that. It's just common sense that she likes to pass off as her own information. And then she posted this. I'm sure this shirt costs more than my car. You know, I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. There's something she's going for here besides just merching the candle and herself. What are we looking at? What is she trying to show us here? Who is she copying? What is she alluding to? Tell me what, let's just play that game. Tell me what you think is going on here and what lesson she's trying to teach the peons with this. I don't know. All right, but let's take a look at this. Meghan Markle branded expensive candles as obnoxious before she sold her 190-pound So of course, dollars way more expensive as ever range. So yeah, she had called expensive candles obnoxious in an interview filmed 10 years ago. I'm just going to hit the highlights because I really want to get into the comments of this thing. That's where the fun lies. So, Meghan Markle branded expensive candles so obnoxious before she began flogging her own as ever range inspired by Prince Harry and their children. It's not inspired by them. She's just she's using them for her own publicity, using dates and names and stuff. That one insisted that selling the candles for more than $100 would go against her own girl next door business ethos. I don't think she has a business ethos. I think it's whatever sticks in her head at the time, whatever personality I don't know, she's embodying at that point. That's what she's going for. So now it's expensive title user. Speaking on stage 2026, the year she started dating Prince Harry, Meghan said she wanted to market items the majority of people can afford to buy. Didn't she also say, or Harry said on her behalf, she won't spend that much on clothes? She can make her own clothes. Yeah. Didn't she end up spending more than all the other royals in the UK on her clothing? Yeah, I think so. And again, did what, 72 engagements, something like that. I was like, I'm out. There are $100 candles on my site. Sorry, there are no $100 candles on my site. That's so obnoxious. She said to an audience as she promoted her now defunct The Tig. You know, you could use that now defunct to describe a lot of things she's worked on. I just want things on there that you can have, and I want people who understand that ethos. I've always crafted it, The Tig, as aspirational girl next door. Like, you can aspire for it, but totally attain it too. Okay. Sure. I'm sure. Again, it's whatever personality she's pretending to be at that time. Critics have dug up the unseen video of her criticizing sites selling expensive candles, speaking to an audience at the Create and Cultivate conference. God, that's just word salad right up her alley, right? She would be. Create and cultivate. All right, let's go on to the comments because she didn't want MeghanMarkle.com. I don't want this just to be me. I want this to be a community much greater than that. Okay. Again, it's not just about her. Now, her business website only follows one person, her. She's turned off all the comments and stuff, so you can't let her know any feedback. It's all about her. She posts herself and everything, and even said that she's excited about this. It may have been when it was still American Riviera Orchard, but when she was starting up whatever this is, this business, this flop, she said it's going to be about her favorite things, and then proceeded to post the video of just herself haunting the kitchen and stuff, in that black dress. So she can't even hide that the whole world revolves around her. She described the TIG as having evolved into an amazing community of inspiration, support, fun, and frivolity. Meghan said she was looking for someone to help her run the blog. Okay, let's go on. All right. Let's get into some of these comments because this is where it's fun. Typical Megs changes her story whenever it suits her. Exactly that. That's the point that I want to get to too. I have thoughts on this. I mean, where do we start? Privacy versus public exposure. Strong advocacy for privacy, but protecting children online and then posting kids online to the point where she's posting Lily the night before she goes to speak about the dangers of social media and exploiting kids. These frequent posts, it's just, again, merching the kids for commercial gain right before these privacy speeches, privacy for thee, but brand content for me. The dangers of AI, and then partnering with AI and allegedly investing in AI. She's trying to sign things that are calling the ban of AI and AI risks and stuff, but partnered with this one-off. It's an AI-powered fashion shopping platform that she's using to hopefully make her some money, right? Anti-bull stance. I say it like that because YouTube doesn't love that word, but you know what I'm talking about, the bull stuff. Anti-bull stance versus being alleged to have been carrying on that bull behavior. She positions herself as the biggest victim, the most trolled person online, all that stuff, and advocates against it. But then there's so many allegations of carrying on that behavior herself, of being the bull. It's been not only when she was with the palace, but even since then, there are accusations such as that. Dictator in heels, anybody? Authenticity versus perceived inauthenticity. That's easy for me to say. So she's craving and promoting authentic living, lifestyle brand, cooking show, authentic, But then, of course, everything is forced and manicured and robotic, and there's no there. There's no authenticity. Let's get meta. This whole video is about how her words and actions never match. Wouldn't that be the supreme authenticity, if you will? I think so. She's always preaching feminism and women's empowerment, but again, look at her actions. She's accused of poor treatment toward female staff. Some critics point to her handling of relationship with other royal women. Catherine, Sophie, Princess Anne, Her Majesty the Late Queen. Shall we go on? The podcast deal with Spotify ended after one season among, these low productivity reports. And I think it just all ties together with her words and actions just never matching. She's preaching this humanitarian philanthropy image, but again, the execution. I mean, Archwell itself has even changed, and there's questions around what's going where with that. But media criticism constantly, but yet running to the press when she needs attention. There's just so much, the environmental versus sustainability of it all. It's just her victim narrative. It's always words and actions never matching. It's whatever will get her attention, but then doing the opposite. So again, changing her story when it suits her. I agree with this completely. Kind of like when Meghan declared she didn't want to be a lady who lunches. That is such a good point. In case you didn't know, that is a thing that she said. She said she never wanted to be a lady who lunches, and then proceeded to make a 2-part Netflix series documenting her journey as a lady who lunches. Absolutely. Yep. Agree completely. And loves to have her picture taken when she's coming out of lunch. Kind of like when she criticized Catherine as a grown woman with princess fantasies. She obsessed over having grand royal wedding herself. That's a great point as well. Yeah, she criticized Catherine for that, called herself, was it Shira? And look at, absolutely. Look at everything she's built her whole personality around. Whereas Catherine's out there doing things for early childhood development. I don't know what Meghan's doing, selling very expensive, ridiculously overpriced candles. Kind of like when she said she loves a monochromatic wardrobe in her suits days, but as a royal wore beige, so not to distract from the senior royals with her heart attack beauty, only to leave and continue to wear mostly beige ever since. Oh, but she's evolved. Now she wears a lot of white. You can't make that make any sense, can you? Nope, not at all. She wants to be a woman who works. I'm glad she got her wish. I thought this was such a funny comment. That's true. She complained about not wanting to be a lady who lunches. Well, now she might not have a choice. She may if we don't know, we're not in their bank accounts, but if our opinions are true, which I suspect, they're going to be in serious money trouble. So she's probably going to have to not be a lady who lunches, I would think. Ooh, I don't think she's a woman who works yet. There you go. Yeah, that 1 hour a week is not work. She's in for a rude awakening. But she works so hard and appreciates what hard work looks like. Laughing, crying emoji. Exactly. I love this one so much. All those skews. That's right. A tranche of skews. That shows, guys, how hard she's working. Tranche of skews. Don't give it 5 minutes if you won't give it 5 years. So that's something that she said as well. That's such a good point. All to give the royal family 72 engagements before dipping out. That's right. Don't give it 5 minutes if you won't give it 5 years. Shall we go over the list of things that she has not given 5 years? I'm actually surprised that she gave H 5 years, but that's because she thinks money's in it for her, I'm guessing. But most of her projects do not last 5 years. That's pretty funny. Let's see. No expensive candles. No private life on business account, no children on social media, no need to be ranked or titled, no show or pretense, just being authentic, no Google of Royals, no bright colors due to restrictive protocol, no bull stuff, no desire for attention. But of course, check marks by each of those as does absolutely describe her personality. I think so too. No need to announce full titles, obviously, just call me Meg, sure. And then if you missed it, when I sat down with Rachel, the Curious Pilot, Rachel's first question was, "Do you have people announce you in the empty rooms?" Of course I do. That's a thing that everybody does, right? That's something that Meghan had done. Anyway, I'm dying to know your thoughts on all this. Is there a hypocrisy that I missed? What other examples have you seen? Let me know in the comments below. I'm dying to get your feedback on this. Um, if you didn't watch my sit down with Chef Matt, do go watch that. I'm very proud of that. I had a lot of fun with Chef Matt. He's awesome. And like I say, I will get you that scone recipe. As soon as I get it, I'll either make a community post or I'll pin it under yesterday's video. Maybe I'll do both so that way you can see it. But thank you guys so much for being here. I sincerely appreciate it, and I appreciate all you. I can't wait to read your comments on this one, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like that, if like this, if you will. Sorry, I'm filming this last minute before I post it, so I just want to get it done. But I'm going to include my Amazon link. If you can click around in there, that helps a lot. I appreciate that. Trying to build that up. And thank you to everybody who's ordered stuff. I added the Talk to Me Goose shirt that I wore the other day because a lot of people asked me about that. And I have things like my studio lighting, all kinds of stuff. So check that out. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here. And thank you for being so wonderful and kind to me. You don't know how much I appreciate it. All right. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care and have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi. Oh, guys, it's been a day. It's been a day. I'm determined to not get on here and vent. So this is not me venting. I'm just smiling for the camera. It's been a day. Sorry, this is late. It's been a day. All right. Deep breath. We got this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my show. Let's give each other great big goosey hugs. We can get through this. It's been a day. All right. Bye.